Hello, and thanks for logging into my demo video for That's Cool Options. My name is Jorge, owner and operator of That's Cool Options, and I have a product here that I believe you're going to find very interesting. You're going to find very innovative, and it's a very simple device. Basically what it is a remote for your door lock. Here, this is your typical single deadbolt lock. You see it on just about every household home. Nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary about that, except for the fact that we have the capability of remoting this door. And let me show you an example of that. By pressing the first button, just like you would a car remote, the door can unlock as well as lock right back up. Now what's great about this is, first of all, this lock here will not change. The same lock that you have will stay the same. The second great thing about this is that the device used to make this door unlock is especially made for apartments. We can also use this in a home. We can also use this in any dorm rooms or any small business that has a single deadbolt lock applied to it in the front door. Now let me show you how this works. So we turn this around. We see that the device is back here. Basically this device here is replaced. Well, this is what we replace with this here. It's still going to work the same concept. You can still unlock and lock your door the same way you would the original thumb lock, and you can still use your key on the other side to lock the door how you normally would. The only thing that we're doing is when this changes, this allows you to put a device on any single deadbolt lock that allows you to use a remote in order for you to control it, just like so. Now how cool is that? Now let's kind of take a look at the insides of how this works. First of all, let's go with the design of this. There's a curve here that allows you to install this device in case you have another deadbolt lock on top. The curvature allows you to have it on there so that you can have and continue to have your second deadbolt lock on there if necessary for some applications. What's great about this is, the one thing that I really like is the fact that you can slide the cover right off and you can basically see the inside of everything. And let me point out this first part here. So you can see there are two AA batteries there, and there are also two AA batteries here. Basically runs off of 4 AA batteries. It's one touch programming. Touch the button there once, and your remote, you touch it once as well, and it's instantly programmed. Now let's say you lose a remote. Well, you leave your finger on this for about more than 5 seconds, and it allows you to erase every remote that's programmed to this device in order for you to keep your door safe, and keep anybody from using your remote in order to go into the door. Now I can kind of give you a quick demo on how that works. So let's say, for example, right now you have your remote. Let's say you lost it. So what you're going to do is you're going to leave your finger on this one for more than 5 seconds until you hear an audible noise. Once you hear that audible noise, now your remote will not work on the door lock. Now you need to reprogram it. Either you find it or you have a replacement. What you're going to do is push this button once, and you're going to push any remote button on your remote, and it is instantly programmed. During those 3 beeps, it's looking for the frequency as well as scanning other devices around it within 80 feet, making sure it doesn't duplicate anybody else's. That's another great feature about this. This will never duplicate another signature, another device that's close by. Like I said, this was especially made with apartments in mind, and you will not have to worry about opening your neighbor's door, vice versa. So what makes this great is that this is a cheaper alternative to having any type of high security lock, such as some of the locks that require you to change the locking hardware as well. You would have to change everything. There would be a bigger piece. You would have to make alterations to your door, make extra holes. This allows you to use the same two screws that are on this device here, on the thumb lock. The same two screws hold this in. There's a winding gear on the inside that needs to be adjusted to depending on the type of door swing, if it's a right swing or a left swing. And then once you have that adjusted, slap this on and you're ready to go. Another feature I like to point out is the fact that many apartments, they require you to eventually take these off, once a new resident comes in, because nobody wants, you to have the same key as a previous resident, because you never know they're going to break in or whatever. So what's great about this comes right off as well. Slide the cover off. There's two clamps on there. Take them off. Device slides right off. The base of it unscrews with the two original screws. And then now your apartments can take this off, put the new lock, nothing special. They just have to buy the same kind of locks they've always buy. Slap this right back on, two clamps, adjust the gear, and you're ready to go. That's what's good about this. It's a very innovative product. It's a Texas-made product. It was actually made by a retired locksmith out of Fulshear, Texas. And the one question he used to have was, especially in apartments, was, man, I wish I could remote my door, my front door, just like I would my car remote. And that's basically what him and his son came up with, was this device that allows you to do so. Now, let me tell you some other features that come with this, and we can zoom in here a little bit. First thing is, set up to 6 remotes per device, and it's guaranteed never to duplicate another remote signal ever. Also, paintable surface. This can be painted to match any surface, and that's this part right here. Everything that's plastic here can be painted to match the trim of the door or to match the color of the wood. It can be stained as well. The door handle comes in this silver polish, or it comes in this brass color here. Let's go with some other features. One-touch programming. Same button sets and deletes all remotes. No door alterations at all. Use your existing setup. Now that's very important, especially in an apartment dwelling. It gets very expensive to have to change these locks out and everything. And again, this product was made with apartments in mind, to make it as easy as possible to remain with the same type of hardware and the same type of setup, to where nothing alternate has to be made. That's what I love about this. A lot of these have been being installed in a lot of dorm rooms in certain universities and junior colleges and whatnot. That's very convenient for a student, especially someone who can't keep track of their keys. They can easily hang their remote, because as you can see, it has a hole there. They can hang it around their neck and always be able to unlock the door. Of course, you always want to hold on to the key as well, because everybody loses a remote. Stuff happens, and you always want your key just in case. Well, other than that, this is pretty much the demo, and there's nothing really much to it. Like I said, it's an alternative to your usual lock, where in the front of it you would have to put something different. It would probably come up to here, probably come down to here as far as the device. that matches up with the door, and you have to make them holes and whatnot. And this allows you to keep your door the same way. For those of you who have a home, small business, or a dorm room, anytime you move, it's the same concept. You can take the device with you back here, and you can set it up to your new lock, which is great. You know, you don't have to sacrifice any style or color on this. You can basically match up the same hardware that you want to keep on your door without having to sacrifice any style. So that's basically it right there. It's a quick little demo. Anybody who is interested, please contact That's Cool Options. And let me zoom in here. That's Cool Options. Email is that'skooloptions@gmail.com, and that's cool with a K. And thank you very much for checking out my demo, and I hope to hear from you soon.